What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. It has been a long time since I've made a video, and I sincerely apologize for that. I'm starting to get back into the swing of things, and I'm trying to make sure I get more video content out there for you guys, just to keep everything consistent. And again, I apologize for it being so long since I've made my last video. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be solving a problem that I've had in my JK for quite some time. With my 35-inch tire and the tire carrier combo that I have on the back, my rearview mirror is pretty much useless. I can't see out the back, I can't really do anything, and it's kind of unsafe when I'm driving down the road. So I got in contact with a guy named Frank Lopez, and he showed me the system that he's got running. So I'm going to show you how to set that up and what exactly I'm using. So the camera system that I'm going to be using is this 0x Club camera system. I'll put the link to it down in the description below, but it comes with a monitor, and then underneath of that it's got, your instructions, and this is the camera that's going to mount on the back. See if I can get that out of here with one hand. This is the camera that's going to get mounted on the back. So that's going to go on the tire carrier. And then I got all the cables, some 3M tape, the harness, some mounting hardware, and all kinds of stuff. This mounting hardware I'm not going to need, because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using some 67 Designs mounts. On the back of the monitor, I'm using these 67 Designs T-Track ball. Just slides right in there. I still got to tighten it down a little bit, but that's the ball that goes on there. And then in this box, I have their new suction cup mount and one of the carbon fiber arms. Suction cup is going to go on my windshield. The arm is then going to go on here, and then the arm is going to attach to that ball. So let's jump into the vehicle, and I'll kind of show you what I got set up in there already, and then we'll jump into that installation. Kind of have to be careful with my time today because unfortunately here in Maryland, we've had rain for like the last 4 or 5 days, and it's supposed to rain every single day for 2 weeks. So hopefully I can get this in before it starts to rain. So let's hurry up and get outside. All right, so the setup that I have in here so far is I have the rock hard 4x4 roll cage with a 67 Designs phone mount, the iPad mount, and I have a camera mount over there, and I also have a dash cam that's currently crooked. But as you can see, looking out that rear view mirror, you can't really see much anything. I'm going to be installing that camera to kind of replace this. So the first thing I have to do is I'm going to pull off this top piece here and kind of help run everything down. I already have the line for my dash cam running up through there, so I'm just going to follow that line down. It goes all the way down the A-pillar, and then it's going to go underneath and through the glove box. And then for my CB radio that I have right there, I have a power tap underneath of the glove compartment. So I'm just going to tap into that for the power, and then I should have all the power that I need to run the camera system. Gotta make sure I save my air tags. This is a really great air freshener. I've had this thing in here for like a year. I could still reuse it, and then you can basically just put any essential oil scent you want on it, and it'll last for a very long time. They're reusable, and frankly, they look cool. So on the back of the mirror there's that little Torx head bolt that I got to take out, and then I'll be able to just pull this whole assembly off. I'm gonna have to relocate my Easy Pass, but I'll be able to just pull that off, and then I should be able to put the suction cup mount basically like right over top of that. All right, so that little bolt is a T15. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that out now. Make sure I save that. Now this should just lift right off. There it goes. So because I'm a little wuss and I'm a little bit skeptical right now, I'm gonna leave the factory mirror mount on there, and I'm just gonna mount the suction cup right to the side of it, up as high as I can, and making sure that it's touching all glass here. So if I just stick it on there like that, pull that lever, now it's on there. So I got it mounted up there. As you can see back there, got it on a little arm. It'll take some more adjusting once I kind of get everything hooked up. but now that it's there, I can just kind of see what it's going to look like, and that looks like it's going to be a good field of view. It's staying kind of away from the hardtop release here. Frankly, I don't really take my hardtop off that often. I know I'm not a real Jeeper. I can kind of adjust this, and I can actually move this over here more and up and down and do really all kinds of things. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the wiring before it starts to rain here. So the kit comes with this wiring harness. According to the instructions, this is like a trigger wire, so I'm not going to need that because I'm going to be running it constantly. So I'm only going to need the red and the black wires here, and then this is going to go up to the monitor, and then the camera on the back goes to one of these two. So again, underneath of here, I have a power tap that is running my CB radio and is also running the camera that's on the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull these wires out, and then I'll be able to power up the camera system that I'm currently installing. So a little AV industry trick, I'm going to use a coat hanger and thread it down into the glove compartment, and then attach the cable for the camera to the coat hanger with some electrical tape and see if I can get it to come up. This is definitely something you want to be careful with. You don't want to damage your connector. So the more tape, the better, because the tape will kind of act as a cushion and a barrier for the connector so it doesn't get damaged on its way out. And there we go. All right, so now I have the camera cable plugged into the camera. I have it run up my A-pillar, and then when I put the plastic piece back on, it will kind of seal everything back up. But what I'm going to do is I actually have my Jeep running currently, running the air because it's kind of hot outside. So I'm going to turn the Jeep off, and I'm going to disconnect my old camera system, and then I'm just going to wire in the new one, and then start hiding the wires. Let's see what I can do.
Curfew, 'cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna pace it, 'cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. We make out for the thrill of it, mess around for the thrill of it. Don't stop now, never let this end. For the thrill of it, we can have with no regret.
So now before I button everything up and I start running some more wires throughout the Jeep, I'm going to go ahead and just turn everything on and test the camera as it sits now, just to make sure that everything's working properly before I go through and start buttoning everything up and running more wires. So I'm just going to jump in and try and connect this, make sure it all works, turn the Jeep on, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so as you can see, the camera does turn on. You can see me kind of, there's my hand in there. It's a little, there we go. There's my hand in there. Kind of see it. So it does in fact work. Image on there actually looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and run the cable to the back of the tire carrier and make sure that I can connect everything back there, and I got to find a mounting point for the camera itself. But as of right now, it looks like everything works, which is really cool. Alright guys, so real quick before it starts raining here, as I'm sure you can see up there in the sky, before it starts raining, I just want to show you what I did to mount this camera. So this is a temporary solution right now. I have it just using some hose clamps. It works. You can see, it works. So I do need to find a better mounting solution. So if anybody has any ideas for how to mount this on this particular carrier, that would be great. But all I did was take that cable, this cable that runs here, which does weather seal, by the way, which is super, super nice. This just runs down here and then goes along the body line and then goes underneath, down along here, and then up, and then like it showed you before, it goes up along the A-pillar and over to the monitor. So I'm going to finish up wrapping the interior, and then we'll be done. Alright guys, so there you have it. There is the monitor installed. I'm going to see if I can get some wide angles of it, but that is the monitor installed. As you saw, the car just drove by, so now I have my rear view back. And, you know, like I said before, I can't see anything out there anyway, but now that I got that camera, I can. Alright guys, I know this was a short episode and I apologize for that, but again, I just wanted to get you guys some content and show you some of the cool stuff that I'm doing. So again, thank you for watching this episode. Click that like button, smash it if it's something that you're into. Hit that subscribe button so you can make sure you get all the notifications for all of the uploads that we're going to be doing. Again, thank you for watching from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.